Hey everyone, welcome back to the Vibrant Health Project. Today we're talking about protein, the superstar nutrient that often takes center stage in our wellness journeys. While we all know that protein is essential for building and repairing tissues, did you know that there's such a thing as too much of a good thing? In this video, we're diving deep into 6 surprising signs that your body might be sending you to signal that you're going overboard on protein. Stick around to make sure you're not unknowingly sabotaging your health goals. Alright, let's talk about keto breath. Have you ever noticed a strange, almost fruity smell in your breath, kind of like nail polish remover? It's not just your imagination. That, my friends, could be a sign of ketosis. Ketosis is a fascinating metabolic state that your body can enter under certain conditions. Now, ketosis itself isn't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, many people aim to achieve it for its potential health benefits. It's actually a metabolic state where your body starts burning fat for fuel instead of glucose, which is sugar. This shift can lead to weight loss and improved energy levels. And guess what often triggers ketosis? It's not just about cutting calories. You got it. A high-protein, low-carb diet like the ketogenic diet. This diet is designed to shift your body into ketosis by drastically reducing carbohydrate intake. So, what's the connection between keto breath and protein? It's all about how your body processes nutrients. Well, when your body breaks down fat for energy, it produces ketones, and one of those ketones is acetone. Acetone is a byproduct of fat metabolism. Acetone is a volatile substance, meaning it can easily travel from your blood to your breath, giving you that distinctive keto breath. This is why you might notice that unusual smell. Now, while a little keto breath might be a sign that you're successfully cutting carbs, it's important to remember that not everyone in ketosis experiences it. Some people might not notice any change in their breath at all, and if you're not following a ketogenic diet and you suddenly have keto breath, it's always a good idea to check in with your doctor just to rule out any other potential causes. There could be other underlying health issues that need attention. Next up, let's talk about dehydration. It might seem counterintuitive, but eating more protein can actually lead to dehydration. Here's why. Your kidneys are the workhorses that filter waste products from your blood, and one of those waste products is urea, which is formed when your body breaks down protein. When you increase your protein intake, your kidneys have to work harder to filter out all that extra urea. This process requires more water, which means you end up urinating more frequently. And if you're not replenishing those fluids by drinking enough water, you can become dehydrated. So, how do you know if you're dehydrated? Well, some common signs include feeling thirsty, having dark yellow urine, feeling dizzy or lightheaded, and having dry mouth, skin, or eyes. The key takeaway here is that if you're upping your protein intake, be sure to increase your water intake as well. Now, this one might come as a surprise to some, but yes, eating more protein than your body needs can actually lead to weight gain. It's a common misconception that protein is a free pass to eat as much as you want without any consequences. I know, we often think of protein as the secret weapon for weight loss, and it can be, but only when consumed in moderation. Overdoing it can backfire, leading to the opposite of what you intended. Here's the deal. Protein is calorie-containing, just like carbohydrates and fats. Each gram of protein has about 4 calories, which can add up quickly if you're not careful. And if you're eating a calorie surplus, meaning you're consuming more calories than your body is burning, even those extra protein calories can be stored as fat. This is true regardless of whether those calories come from protein, carbs, or fats. Think of it like this. Your body is like a car, and calories are like fuel. Just as a car can only hold so much gas, your body can only use so many calories at a time. If you keep filling up your tank with more fuel than you need for your journey, that excess fuel will just sit there and eventually weigh you down. This is why balance and moderation are key. Another thing to keep in mind is that many protein sources, especially animal-based proteins like fatty cuts of meat and full-fat dairy products, can be high in saturated fat. these fats can sneak into your diet and add up over time. And while some fat in our diet is essential, too much saturated fat can raise your cholesterol levels, increasing your risk of heart disease. So, it's important to choose your protein sources wisely and be mindful of the overall balance in your diet. Let's talk about our gut, the often overlooked control center of our overall health. If you're experiencing digestive issues like constipation, diarrhea, bloating, or gas, it could be a sign that you're overloading on protein, especially if you're not balancing it with enough fiber. Fiber, my friends, is like the unsung hero of the digestive system. It adds bulk to your stool, helping things move along smoothly through your digestive tract. And when you're eating a diet that's high in protein and low in fiber, well, things can get a little backed up, leading to constipation and discomfort. Another thing to consider is the type of protein you're consuming. Animal-based proteins, especially red meat and processed meats, can be harder for your body to digest compared to plant-based proteins like beans, lentils, and tofu. And if you're relying heavily on protein supplements, shakes, and bars, be mindful of added sugars, artificial sweeteners, and other additives that can also contribute to digestive upset. Now let's talk about heart health. Protein can have both positive and negative effects on your cardiovascular system, depending on the types of protein you're consuming. Here's the breakdown. Fish, seafood, and plant-based proteins like legumes, nuts, and seeds are like the all-stars of the protein world when it comes to heart health. They're packed with heart-healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants that can help lower your cholesterol, reduce inflammation, and improve blood flow. On the other hand, animal-based proteins like red meat, processed meats, and full-fat dairy products can be high in saturated fat, which, as we discussed earlier, can raise your cholesterol levels and increase your risk of heart disease. The key takeaway here is to focus on incorporating more heart-healthy protein sources into your diet while limiting your intake of processed meats, red meat, and full-fat dairy products. Finally, let's talk about our kidneys and liver, the unsung heroes of detoxification. These organs are crucial for maintaining our overall health and well-being. These organs work tirelessly to filter waste products from our blood and keep our bodies running smoothly. They act as our body's natural filtration system, removing toxins and ensuring that our internal environment remains balanced. And while protein is essential for many bodily functions, eating too much of it can put extra stress on these vital organs, especially if you already have pre-existing kidney or liver issues. Overconsumption of protein can lead to an overload of work for these organs, making it difficult for them to function optimally. When you consume protein, your body breaks it down into amino acids, which are then used to build and repair tissues. This process is fundamental for growth, muscle repair, and overall bodily maintenance. However, this process also produces ammonia as a byproduct, which is toxic to the body. Ammonia needs to be quickly and efficiently converted to prevent it from causing harm. Your liver normally converts ammonia into urea, a less toxic substance that's then excreted in your urine. This conversion is a critical detoxification process that helps maintain the body's chemical balance. However, if you're eating excessive amounts of protein, your liver and kidneys may struggle to keep up with the increased workload of processing and eliminating all that extra ammonia and urea. This can lead to a buildup of these substances, which can be harmful over time. This can be particularly problematic for individuals with kidney or liver disease as their organs are already working overtime. It's essential to be mindful of your protein intake and ensure that you're not overburdening these critical organs, especially if you have underlying health conditions. That wraps up our look at 6 surprising signs you might be overdoing it on protein. Remember, paying attention to your body's signals is key. If you notice any of these signs, it might be time to reassess your protein intake and consult with a healthcare professional or registered dietitian to determine the appropriate amount for your individual needs. Thanks for joining me today on the Vibrant Health Project. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based health and wellness information. Until next time, stay vibrant.